Welcome back to the Wild Hunt. The name is Beast. Today we're back with something I don't want to fucking play. Yeah! And I'm back to the name is Beast. Today we're back with White Album. As I've already explained at the end of yesterday's Magic finale part. This is the last chance I'm given this game. I felt legitimate dread the half hour it took me to actually start this recording. Actually, it's more like an hour. It was like, you know what? I'll start it early, end it early. At like half past 7. Now it's 8:30. And I legitimately just like sat over here like physically feeling like pain building up in my chest. Like I think my body was rejecting the idea of playing this. But alas, I said I would give it one more chance. And I'm a man of my word. This is the last chance I'm giving this game. If it upsets me again, I'm going to just end part and abandon this entire game. I'm not sure if I'll at all be... what I'll be playing if I do end up abandoning this game. However, I do have one extra day to put that to poll because I have a plan for Sunday. That is, if that plan does not fall through. I hope it doesn't. Anyways, the other snack that I got from my interview, I'm gonna try now. No, these ones not as much. Sour cream ones were better. But yeah. Who fucking knows? Maybe I'll just randomly just... Actually, you know what? Hold on. I do actually own it. I could play that. Anyways, what I actually wanted to look up. Well, like 4 Ace Attorney games I could play technically. Anyways. Being forced to crunch at work until yesterday's taking its toll. I'd love to go out, but I'm so tired. My hands are kind of tired. Too bad if I completely burnt myself out, so I should probably take the day to rest. Someone's calling. Yes, this is Fuji speaking.
夜分遅くに申し訳ございません。私、篠塚と申します。
Moment I hear her voice, I feel my breath catch in my throat. This is Toya. I try my best to maintain a level of composure.
お電話だと声が全然違いますのね。失礼とは思いましたが、電話番号は勝手に調べさせていただきました。
She says, not sounding apologetic at all. Doesn't bother me.
昨日のお話ですけれど。
Yeah, okay. Think about playing dumb for a second, knowing it probably won't work out to my advantage. I give up on that idea.
明日はお時間ございますでしょうか。
I don't. In fact, I decided she doesn't need to hear the rest.
何か。
She asked me, her tone composed and cool. That's right, she knows all of Yuki's plans, both work-related and personal. Worst case scenario, she knows everything we do on Yuki's day off as well. I told him she's seriously trying to keep us apart. There she is. She was serious about what she said yesterday, then who the hell cares what she thinks? But also, I don't think it'll go well for me to decide to be stubborn and hold my ground. For now, it might be a good idea to meet with her and hear what she has to say, as well as tell her how I truly feel about Yuki. No, it's not, quite frankly. Whatever happens, I feel like we really need at least one proper conversation about the situation. Not talking about Yuki as some kind of accessory, but as a human being. So Yuki, but I think it would be better for me to meet with Aoi tomorrow. No, don't.
よろしかったらその日、私にお付き合いいただきたいと思います。
You were hoping, huh? No, you knew what I'd say from the very start. But all off on giving her a piece of mind for now. Piece of my mind should be. Piece of mind is something different. Like, yes, it's a different piece, but like, say the mind there, there in front of the mind. Makes it more obvious. Until I see her in person tomorrow.
ご不満でございますか?
Not exactly. Fine, I'd be happy to meet with you. That's what happened the other day. I'm coming into this with a clear disadvantage. So I'm happy to play
お電
along.
話してよかったですわ。それでは明日、駅前でお待ちしてます。
And business completely hangs up on the phone. Sweat on the receiver causes it to stick to my ear, but I somehow managed to hang up myself. Even so, though, but not in this robotic disconnect tone lingers in my ears even after. Trying to hold my annoyance at bay, I call up Yuki. Yuki, sir, turns out I won't be able to make it tomorrow after all.
どうして?
She asks, seemingly in disbelief. The why doesn't really matter. All she cares about is that I can't see her. So, the cousin's visiting, so I'm expected to show her around town while he's here and make up a believable lie. It's not. Like, you're meeting in front of the station. You know how likely it is that Yuki is going to fucking pop in and accidentally see it? Or someone you know? This lie will not hold ground. Just be honest. Your manager has asked me to meet up with her for some sort of discussion. Like, maybe add in a small little lie. Perhaps it's like a review of my work yesterday. Maybe he has some fucking words to tell me. But don't make it an outright lie. Modify the truth slightly, but to a degree where one would not be able to fucking see the modification just by seeing you in town coincidentally. Like, come the fuck on. So I promise I'll make it up to you next time I see you at school. I feel so bad.
いいよ。東也くんにだって予定はあるもんね。そのくらいちゃんと聞き分けられるよ、私。ちょっと残念だけど、はるかでも誘っていくから気にしないで。お姉さんによろしくね。
Like, there's also the problem that, like, you've mentioned someone she knows. Imagine the awkwardness when the next time she visits Yuki, and it happens to be Yuki, and Yuki is like, oh, by the way, how'd you like your last visit? How he showed you around town. What the fuck are you talking about? And suddenly, everything collapses. Don't involve a third person that they are not unlikely to meet. Hell, as far as Yuki is concerned, that cousin, as far as she would like it, would probably eventually become her actual sister, her actual part of her family. Not sister. Half cousin. Is that the right word? Cousin-in-law. Let's use that phrase. I doubt it's correct, but I don't give a shit. Anyways. Sincerity and kindness are heartbreaking, especially knowing I lied to her. Again, I'm really sorry. That's all I can say. I'm meeting with Yoi today, sadly. She's already at the station when I arrive. She's dressed in the same form-fitting suit I always see her wearing at the TV studio. She has a cool, business-like vibe as she casually glances down at her wristwatch. It's just a surface impression, though. As soon as she spots me, she raises her hand in the right direction as if hailing a cab, her expression flat and emotionless.
ちゃんと来てくださいましたね。
You know what, let me take a screenshot of this, actually. And if when this game inevitably pisses me off in the following scene, because let's be honest, it 100% will. I'll just like contact Cactus like if he has time and ask him just like visually destroy her. You know? Make her the fucking clown that she is. She looks at me, her gaze more or less amicable. Without it.
約束は守る方なのですね。
At the expense of canceling on Yuki, of course. She deserves to do so. It's like she's thinking I'm still harping on that.
お話はゆっくりお伺いいたしますが、とりあえずどこか落ち着けるところに参りましょう。
With that, she walks off, leading me along. She inserts her key into a familiar-looking black BMW parked next to the curb nearby. Don't you dare. Don't you bitch you dare fucking taint good German automobile work. How dare she put her dirty fucking hands on good German engineering. Disgusting. She looks even cooler sitting casually into the driver's seat. Don't.
どうぞ。
She leans over and pushes open the passenger side door invitingly, getting awkwardly unused to riding in a car, let alone one made by a former manufacturer. Oh, never mind. There we go. We immediately have a CG that I can fucking... I might still tell Cactus to just, like... doodle all over her, essentially. Seeing her in profile against tinted windows behind her only seems to emphasize her beauty. God, not the thoughts you should be having right now. With a low hum, the car seems to glide over the road. The landscape flowing past the tinted windows looks so bizarre that it almost feels disconnected from the reality in here. She grips the steering wheel silently, not saying a word. She's got the same blank expression as always. Nah, not quite the same. But it is how she always looks when she's driving her car. The light in the intersection turns red and she slows to a stop. She's the one who eventually breaks the heavy silence that fills the
今日
car.
はこれからどこに向かいましょう。
Man, you're the one who asked me to meet you.
そうでしたわね。
She laughs slightly.
それでは単純なドライブなどはお嫌いですか？
That's fine with me. It wouldn't actually be fine with me. Like, I'm not a fan of longer drives. Longer drives tend to fucking cause my fucking upset in my stomach. That's not the word I was trying to look for, but I couldn't think of the actual word. It just starts feeling slightly woozy when it's like a really long drive. It makes me generally uncomfortable. Might change and I'll speed up again.
風が冷たいですね。
She says quietly while inserting her key into the slot on the side of the car. Her long hair is fluttering in the aforementioned way too icy breeze.
冬の風ですわね。
Yeah.
冬のこんな風景、私好きですわ。
Yeah, it must be nice to see the landscape is following the fucking example of your heart, you icy bitch. Her voice is flat and expressionless as he talks about her romantic view of the season. He lacks any into emotion, warm, cold, or otherwise. Hold on, I'll be right fucking back. Alright, I'm back. I brought the fucking snacks upstairs that I ended up not liking, and I also got my emotional support, Sarana. So yeah, it's just gonna sit here, I guess. Now that's the pillow that came with this. And I actually finally got a pillow for that fits. I mean, it is obviously not completely fitting. That's good enough. Look alive. Come on, you're the better sister. It also has Uru Uru, but Sarana better. Enjoy a landscape lined with barren trees. Taken out of context, this probably sounds like we're on some kind of off-season picnic. Conversation between a man and a woman in a quiet field. But that's not the case at all.
空気がとても澄んで遠くまで綺麗に見えますわね。
Anyway, you tell me what the exact expectation of engaging in light-hearted banter, especially the kind that seems theatrical in nature, bordering on sarcasm. I'm going to ask you a serious question. I want an honest answer. What exactly is going through your head? She looks at me for a moment before immediately shifting her gaze to a row of mostly leafless trees with blanched bark.
何を考えているか。
I highly doubt your plan to keep me away from Yuki is entirely for her sake.
そのことはすでにお話ししたはずですが。
And without another word, she walks away.
私は何もあなたをいじめようというわけではございません。ただ決して綺麗な手段とは申せませんが。
She paused for a moment.
すべてユキさんの成功を第一に考えなければいけないというのをお分かりいただけますよね。
We're just going in circles here. There's no way I can win the argument based on my supposed egotism for not giving an inch when Yuki sacrificed so much to get this far. So stupid. You really okay with all this, Yayoi? Her motionless mask wavers for a brief moment.
私が
She clearly hadn't been expecting that question. You're willing to sacrifice your own life to ensure Yuki's success?
犠牲
Such as sacrificing your personal time spent with a man you don't like. She's forcing me to admit some hard truths.
そういうことですか。わかります。それは価値観の違いですわね。
Values. Does that have to do with anything?
ええ。例えば藤井さん。あなたの盲腸が1年後に悪性の病気を引き起こすと分かった場合、あなたはどうなさいます？摘出なさいますか？それとも手術が怖いからとあえて発病するのを待たれますか？
I'm the appendix in this metaphor. Hold on a second, I would understand if this were coming from Yuki, but... Not exactly correct here. Like, as far as I'm aware, the appendix does not really serve any meaningful purpose. Lymphoid cell. It has lymphoid cells. Which, you know, it's not the only lymphic knot in the fucking body, so quite frankly, not really that important. He is a lot more important to Yuki than an appendix would be to a body, considering he is literally the thing. The appendix is a part of the immune system. Like, if we look at stress as a infection to the body, then Toya would probably be a very fucking large part of the immune system. Like, getting rid of him would be like fucking contracting HIV or AIDS, probably. Like, in this metaphor. Look up, Yo-Yo is already several steps ahead, walking down the path to the forest by herself. But knowing this conversation is going nowhere, still hurry to catch up to her. What you said earlier. Sam, we're on the way back, following our stroll through the woods. It's already dusk.
Hi.
She asked casually while keeping her eyes on the road ahead. You were the one who mentioned how different our values are. Where exactly do your values lie?
quite frank, I'm not sure I understand or agree. I feel like your decisions are based on a misunderstanding of Yuki herself, leading you to run full speed ahead without regard for what she wants.
まだ誤解しておられますね。
I almost seem to catch a faint whiff of foliage from her skin.
私はユキさんのマネージャーです。ユキさんをトップアイ
I know that much and understand what your job entails. However, turned face interrupting her before she can finish. She in turn glanced in my direction before cutting me off.
仕事仕事ですって
She snores derisively, like what I said was ridiculous. The car slows, then stops.
夢です。私才能ある女性を頂点まで持ち上げてゆくことが
I mean, then it's selfish. Then it's a selfish fucking desire. Not much better. That's your dream. It's now completely dark and it's possible for you to make out Yayoi's expression.
私のです。ですからユキさんが成長してゆくのに妨げになるものは何であろうと取り除いてゆくつもりです。たとえそれがユキさんの恋人であろうと。
You don't care what happens to you, huh? She answers matter of fact.
だから価値観の違いなのですね。
I mean, again, that just goes to show that she literally does not give a shit about how Yuki feels about this. Because Yuki would not want Yayoi to suffer over her own career. She is just stupid. And the MC is retarded for not even thinking of pointing this shit out. He has seen Yuki refer to Yayoi very affectionately like an older sister. Yet he is not thinking about bringing up this point. It's like... You hear her unbuckle her seatbelt. What the hell's wrong with you? Ask her quietly. At the end of the day, both Yuki and I are nothing more than pawns being moved around a board to satisfy your ego.
そうかしら。
Her serene voice causes me to look up only to be blinded by the glare of a sodium lamp as she suddenly opens her door. She gets out of the car, suddenly realizes she's driving back to my apartment. The chill in the air sweeps away whatever warmth she left behind. I hurriedly got out of the car myself. I know we weren't driving around for that long, yet my legs feel half asleep. Don't kid yourself that any of this is for Yuki's sake. It's all for yourself.
私のエゴなどユキさんの成功のほんの副産物みたいなものですね。
She says with a hint of reticence.
あなた方二人のエゴを通してユキさんの将来をスポイルさせますか？あなたの恋愛感情は満足感を得るでしょうけど、藤井さん。少なくとも私のエゴは彼女の成功と連結しています。
And we're back to this.
藤井さん、ほんの数ヶ月の間、彼女よりも私の方を好きになってくだされば。
Sweet wife purrs in my
本
ear.
気でなくていいのです。嘘で。
Just for fun. Must be a trump card. Do you really think you could be happy about what you're proposing?
思いませんわ。
He states definitively.
それどころか悲しむでしょうね。こんな話をずっと信頼していた私か、あなたの口から聞かされたとすれば。
I also feel it is strange that now he's suddenly all like, oh, how would Yuki feel about this? When over in fucking Misaki's, he was like literally chomping at the bits to rattle her Misaki's bones. You're a monster, Yui. Why is he moaning? I'm moaning while pressing my right hand to my forehead.
立場は同じですよ。
I have no cards to play against your pragmatic attitude. No, you have plenty. You're just too fucking stupid.
あまり絶望的にお考えにならない方がよろしいと思います。少なくとも数ヶ月間は私のことをあまりお嫌いにならない方が。
She presses her lips to my ear, a cold kiss exuding no warmth at all. Just know that I will never leave Yuki for you. That's out of the question. you still okay with that? It's the best I can do in this situation, though. It's tantamount to admitting defeat.
結構です。私もあなたと本当の恋人同士になろうとは思っておりません。
She gives me a smile that sends shivers up my spine. Then both she and her car vanish from view. I'm left standing here alone. The smell of hers gives me the creeps. All I could do for a moment is stand there shivering, powerless to do anything else. What should I do? You should say every single word she has uttered to you to fucking Yuki. Like, she deserves to know what a massive bitch her manager is. Like, at this point I don't even care if that's actually going to be damaging to her fucking psyche. I just want Yagoi to suffer. I care not for any of the characters in this game. The game has not done anything to endear me to the majority of the fucking cast. Like, ironically, like, the character I would say I like the most currently is probably fucking Mana and Rena. Imagine saying Mana in that situation. Honest God, at this point, I'm literally just waiting out the next 4 fucking minutes, hoping that they pass quickly, because like half an hour video, that's good fucking enough. Even after returning to my room alone, I'm left with an uneasy feeling inside me that only keeps growing like a tumor. You're a fucking tumor in my goddamn life right now! Bury my face in my hands. Oh, I wish to bury you in fucking dirt. How long has this game been going on, and when did it start? Oh, sadly, it's been like, at the very least, over 6 hours. Which, quite frankly, is already too fucking long. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going out of my way to check how long have I been playing this game for. Like, overall, time-wise. Where's the White Album? There's the White Album playlist. Open the playlist and fucking YouTube. Okay, like, first part is an hour and a half. Second part is an hour and 15 minutes. Third part is 17 minutes. The first one is an hour 24. The second one is an hour 17. The third one's at an hour 7. Hold on, for some reason it's turned around on this playlist. The first part is an hour 50. Second part is an hour 52. The third part is an hour 10. And the fourth part is an hour 10. So with that, we can essentially make it 2, 2, 1, 1. So that's already 5 hours. Then we have an hour 45 that we can make roughly an hour, like 2 hours with the 1 hour 17. So that's already 7 hours. Then there's 8 hours. And yeah, roughly like 9.5 hours, roughly. And quite frankly, that's already too fucking much in my book. I don't want to play this game anymore. I've stopped caring. This game has done nothing to make me like their characters for the most part. At least in my opinion. Because for every bit that I like the characters, something else happens that makes me despise them for the most part. Like, even Yuki to a degree. Because Yuki's also just like... She appears whiny, but without any kind of drive to try to keep the relationship together. You know? Like, yes, it's still mainly the main character's fault, but still, she like... She appears to... It just feels like she's letting people push her around, almost. Phone suddenly starts ringing, startling me. Yes, this is Fuji speaking. It's Yuki. What should I tell her? What do you mean? Something happened. Question is answered with silence. Hey.
ごめん、聞き違いだよ。私の聞き違い。トウヤくん、泣くわけないもんね。
Another case of something that would make me dislike a character. Saying shit like this is just going to put pressure on someone instead of reassuring them. Imagine if he was actually feeling down and you fucking say this. It would just make him close up what is troubling him. About what is troubling him. Okay, sorry. She says cheerfully. Right, of course not. I was just taking a shower, so maybe that's why I sounded a little plugged up.
ごめん、そうだったんだ。
It's fine, really. I just got out before you called. And more importantly, I'm sorry again about the day for canceling so
トウ
suddenly.
ヤくん、ちゃんとお姉さんのお世話してあげた？
Uh-huh. Question leaves me temporarily stumped. But I immediately remember the exact excuse I gave her the other day. The painful guilt I'd felt from lying to her originally comes back with a vengeance upon hearing how much she trusts me. But I have to maintain this mask of composure. Oh, right. Everything went great. Did you enjoy having some time to yourself?
それがね、
Suddenly sounds depressed. Something happened. Tell me Arca picked on you.
そういうんじゃなくて、トウヤくんから電話もらったすぐ後で、尾形さんから電話があったの。
Ogata. Like Eiji Ogata.
その尾形さん、
He must really be a big deal in the industry if Eiji is calling him personally.
急に仕事の打ち合わせが入っちゃって、おかげで私も今日一日尾形さんと一緒だったの。なんだかうまくいかないね。
You chuckle, sounding exhausted. Called you in for a meeting. What's going on? Yuki's manager whisked me away to offer me the weirdest proposition ever. Yuki was called to work for some kind of meeting. Was it a coincidence?
そう、打ち合わせ。どうしたの、トウヤくん。
Nothing. It's not important. Don't you think it's weird he'd give you the day off only to call you for a meeting?
そうかな。
Not to mention that the head producer himself called you directly on your personal
家
line.
に迎えにまで来てくれたよ。
She mumbles hesitantly. What else going on here? Does it have anything to do with what happened with Yayoi? What exactly is Eiji up to? There's no way, right? Can't be possible. What was this meeting about anyway? Try to ask as innocently as possible without making her suspicious.
ちょっと。
She hesitates again. Kind of what? I mean, Yuki won't be straight with me. However, at complete odds with the seriousness of our conversation, she suddenly bursts into laughter.
言いたい。でも今教えるわけにはいかないのよね。
Hey!
ダメ。教えないって言ったら教えない。この秘密は山が海に飛び込んだってリークしないことにしてるんだから。
She laughs again, dismissive of some secret. However, hearing her laugh alleviates my fears completely, and I realize I have nothing to worry about. At least as far as her cheating on me. Not much is certain. In that case, I won't press it. But you'll be able to tell me someday, right?
それはそうなんだけど、なんだかあっさり引き下がられちゃって、ちょっと肩透かしかな。
The voice suddenly takes on a mysterious edge.
そうやくん、12月24日、時間空いてる？
24th. I'm free. I mean, of course I am. It's Christmas Eve. But even more importantly, it's Yuki's birthday. I couldn't be with Yuki last year because she was participating in a live TV broadcast. I assumed based on her rise in popularity that I probably wouldn't get to take her to see the big Christmas tree in town this year either. But I still made sure to keep my schedule free, just in case. I should be. My aunts are feigning ignorance. Nothing's going on, now it's time to tell me.
もう、どうやくん。
She sounds slightly annoyed, probably picking up on the fact that I'm well aware of what's happening that day. But her tone quite quickly shifts to mysterious again.
その日、今年も私、仕事が入ってるんだ。テレビじゃなくて、ライブ。
Oh, that's great, you're right. That's great, right? It's been incredibly popular to have a live show on Christmas Eve of all eves. And unlike last year, you're the headliner. That's amazing. The voice sounds like that of someone whose dreams are slowly but surely coming true.
それでね、お願いなんだけど、
The 24th?
その日、会いに来てほしいんだ。
Huh? She wants to see me.
なんてのは無理だよね。ダメだよね。
Hearing my hesitation, she hurriedly downplays her invitation.
いいの。ただ、ライブには来てほしかったから、それだけ。 レッスンとかでしばらく会えなくなるかもしれないけど、でもチケットは絶対に送るね。もし来られたら来てね。
Voice gradually grows quieter as she speaks. I can tell her heart is growing heavier, taking my silence to mean I absolutely can't make it. Before long, it bounces back to the usual cheerfulness.
もしライブに来てくれたら、秘密の半分だけ教えてあげるね。もう半分はもうちょっとだけ秘密。これはトウヤくんを驚か
I
せ
feel
よ
like
う。
this. We are at this point at lines I've already read. I can tell she's forcing herself to sound excited. It's not a problem, Yuki. Really? I promise. Okay? I promise. I've come to watch you perform. Absolutely. Sam Yuki's the one throwing for a loop.
恋に
Yep, I won't. I'll even bring a gift. You can count on me. Smile confidently, even though she can't see it.
トウヤくん、冗談で言ったんだから、そんな本気にしなくて。
I said I'll come, so I'll come. Ha ha. Jokes. Can I see an end time so I can finally end this part and therefore my fucking involvement with this game? She fell silent for a moment as if trying to digest what I said.
わかった。待ってる。
I think she finally understands how serious I am. Don't forget to send me a ticket.
絶対に送るね。
And then we both hang up. What fucking time. I don't care if you feel so encouraged by a fucking conversation. I'm gonna fucking speak another word to her because I'm gonna just drop this game like it's goddamn hot. This disturbing game that's been set in motion will continue. No, it fucking won't. I hope you guys enjoyed this one and see you not next time for this game. Probably put up a fucking poll of what to play next, either today or tomorrow. I don't fucking know. Bye.